Good morning, everyone. It's the day after Thanksgiving, and I am just reporting to work. I'm early. The planes got no lights. I look tired, but I'm not as tired as I thought it'd be. I am, but at the same time, I'm not, because I feel like I slept well last night, which I always sleep better in my own bed, but I am, just a little worked, for lack of better terms, because I've been working like constantly, back to back to back, and yesterday was my only day off or break in between, and we're back at it again now. I have a Charleston turn today. Should be short. Usually that's a short turn. So I'm scheduled to be back around 2 p.m. and then I'll have the rest of my day, but I have a super early report tomorrow, so I have to come to the airport and catch a limo to the airport in Westchester, because our trip is leaving out of Westchester Airport. So that's going to be interesting. It's a 3:55 a.m. report to catch a limo at JFK, and then right up to Westchester Airport and operate the flight from Westchester, New York to West Palm Beach. So we'll see how today goes. I always am hoping for the best in terms of an on-time departure and return. They're turning on the plane finally, so I'm gonna hurry up and get off, because it's almost time for my actual report, and I have some things to do to prepare for the flight. We're in Charleston. We're about to turn and head back. I don't know what the flight time is going back, but it was only an hour and 41 minutes to fly down here. So now, based on the block time, like how much the airline allowed for the actual flight in total, it should be shorter going back, but I need to ask the pilots to confirm. But yeah, I'm a little tired now. I guess my adrenaline is wearing off that I had to push through. But I'm grateful that this is a short flight, and I'm grateful that I get to go home tonight and sleep in my bed. But I gotta be up at the crack tomorrow for a really early report to JFK. I think 3:55 a.m. child. But I'm going to Florida tomorrow. So, and then I only have that one leg from Westchester to West Palm Beach. I stay there all day, and I come back on Sunday and have 3 legs. And I'm scheduled to be done at 8:30 p.m. on Sunday. So, it's not too bad, but, if you're going to be anywhere, why not be someplace where it's warm this time of year? So I'm still grateful nonetheless, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, right? So we're about to get ready to start so we can head back. And then for the rest of my day, I'm going to rest, because I got to be up so early tomorrow. Living a dream.
Leopard Boulevard and Howard Beach Station. Ride-up customers, please proceed to Howard Beach Station for ride-up pickup.
Just finished my Charleston turn. It's freezing outside. It's like 2:30, almost 3 o'clock. And child, Almost lost my wig. Woo! Anyways, it's freezing. And I can't wait to go home in my heat and snuggle up and eat some leftovers from Thanksgiving and some pie. Yeah, it's giving a big back rest day because I got to be back here at the crack for my limo to Westchester, in which case I plan to take a nap before on the way to the airport in the limo, and then operate my flight and enjoy my day in warm West Palm Beach. But until then, time to get some rest and R&R. Good morning. I am in the parking lot, sitting in my car, just trying to stay warm because it's really cold tonight. I have a 3:55 a.m. report. My limo is meeting at JFK at the terminal. So I'm just sitting in the car waiting for the shuttle bus. And then once I get to the terminal, I can hop in the limo to the Westchester airport. Probably be this time of night, well, morning, probably only be like 45 minutes, maybe even shorter than that. But I think they have it scheduled for up to an hour and a half drive. And then I have a flight to operate from the Westchester airport to West Palm Beach. I'm there all day, and then I have 3 legs tomorrow. One flight to LaGuardia from West Palm Beach, and then LaGuardia, Fort Lauderdale, back to JFK, and then I'm done. When I tell y'all I'm tired, for a 3:55 a.m. report, legit I have to wake up at 2:30 in the morning. So it's not the easiest to prepare for these really like early morning flights. I still prefer them over the other ones only because it allows me to finish my days earlier. Because usually when you have an early start, you have an early return. Now tomorrow I have 3 legs, so my day is gonna go until 8:30. However, usually if it were in the reverse and I had 3 legs on the first day and just 1 flight on the last day, because this is a 2-day trip, then I'd probably be getting back early in the morning tomorrow. Either way you look at it, for me, it's still better than working at night. So I'm rambling right now. I'm probably going to take a nap in the limo because I'm still tired. And I'll catch up with you guys later on. Made it to West Palm. I still look exhausted and crazy. And I still low-key feel exhausted and crazy. But at the end of the day, we move. So Siri is going off in my ear right now. second. Anyways, yeah. When we first arrived, the sun was out. Now it's giving hazy. And it's a little cool. Not cool like a cold breeze, but cool like a warm breeze. Anyways, but it's not like a hot breeze. It's like, it's cool. Whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna go over to this mall over here. My boyfriend wants to do date night at the end of the week, and I was just gonna go take a browse and see if I see anything that I like, so that I have something to wear. But also, I'm bored, and I'm here all day until tomorrow morning, and I really don't want to go to sleep, considering I normally have a hard time sleeping in the hotels. So it's best for me to like exhaust myself completely before trying to go to sleep, because if I don't and I end up taking a nap, then it's going to be even harder for me to go to sleep. So I'm going to just pivot, move, push, and keep going so that I can be exhausted and tired tonight to get some rest. And you know, it wouldn't be the worst thing if I had to push through that either, because tomorrow's the home day. I just hate to have to do that, considering I woke up so early this morning. I don't want to have to, you know, do a further push. But anyways, let me get in this mall, because I'm crossing streets and whatnot, and these cars are driving fast, and I have to get all the way across this parking lot to the mall. I'm in the Gardens Mall in West Palm Beach, and our van driver today that picked us up from the airport told us that this happens to be the largest mall in Florida. Never knew that, and stayed here at the hotel near this mall several times. Never even knew that. Well, apparently, yeah. He said it's the largest mall in Florida. I mean, I've been here a few times. I can't remember seeing like stores that's like epic or anything like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, they got like big brand stores and also like high-end stores, but for it to be the largest mall, you would think that, like, I don't know, whatever. It's just my thought. Like, you would just think that it would just be lit in terms of, oh, they got this, this, and this to offer in the malls. But people don't shop in malls anymore anyway. They shop online, so there's that. I look insane today, and that's because I'm lacking sleep. But it is what it is. I'm going to walk around a bit, and we'll see if I see a store that piques my interest of style. Right now, it's not really my scene. I don't know what's going on with the sun, but it said catch me later. It said not today. It said I'm on strike. It said I'm tired, because I don't understand it. That was a short-lived trip to the mall. Very unproductive. Very waste of the time. Very unnecessary spends of money on fast food because I figured I'm here. Let me just grab this Chick-fil-A. Although I didn't spend money, well, I didn't spend too much money because I had rewards. So I just, redeemed a little sandwich and just purchased a small fry to go with it because I still got some Thanksgiving leftovers that I'm about to throw down later on this evening. So it was giving light lunch. So I only spent like $3. Can't beat that. But yeah, that was a wasted trip. And I don't know why I don't remember this mall being so not lit. I'm not gonna say it's trash because they do have like nice stores in there, but majority of them are high-end stores, and I'm looking for more like fashion clothing style, trendy. Like there's no H&M, there's no Zara in there. There's no like Free People. Them stores is not in there. What they do have, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Gucci, department stores, Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, yeah, Nike, yeah. I mean, this is Florida. No shade to Florida. Because, like, New York is the fashion capital of the country. So, at the end of the day, you probably wouldn't see those stores in a Palm Beach, Florida. Maybe if it was given, like, Lauderdale or Miami. Maybe even Orlando. I was about to say Tampa, but I don't know though. Well, maybe Tampa. Anyways, I feel like that's just not the general demographic of style. Might have just made my own little phrase there, the demographic of style. But I feel like that's not what they're giving here. It's very Ralph Lauren, Polo. It's very Macy's. It's very Nordstrom's, Bloomingdale's. It's very Brooks Brothers. It's very Banana Republic. It's very cashmere sweater and khaki shorts. Yeah, that's just not the vibe here. But I guess I forgot. I mean, ultimately, I needed to like do something with my time because I didn't want to take a nap. But now it's just looking like, let the rain fall down and take me away. Y'all remember that song? Anyways, that's what it's giving right now. And yeah, it's looking like scattered storms on the horizon. And I'm sitting out here in the parking lot trying to like walk away from all the people that keep walking up to the hotel. Because people just get nosy when they see you with something in your hand and then you're talking, and it's like, in this era of FaceTime, it's like it could be a phone or it could just be a mind your business, that too. But hey, we all don't think that way. Anyways, let me get up inside because it's giving, the clouds are about to part any minute and I'm not here for that. But this is a nice cool breeze, like warm, cool, lukewarm is the best way to describe it. Lukewarm breeze, because it's not cold but it's not hot. And compared to how New York was this morning and yesterday, child, Listen, I think it's like a cute 70, 71 or something like that out here. You know, still breezy enough to wear a little long sleeve, but you know, um, some of the people in the mall had on their shorts still. I guess that's it. Maybe I'll catch up with y'all a little later on. But right now it's given. I'm going to retire to my shack hotel room. And actually, to say shack is really OD because it's actually pretty spacious. But yeah, it's given. I'ma just Netflix and chill because the haziness is just giving. It's just giving cozy up under the sheets and watch a movie. It's not giving be outside. The only thing that's making me want to be outside is that it's warm. Other than that, it's like it's hazy. It's giving like it's gonna rain any minute, and this is Florida, so that's probably true. And I don't have the time, so I'm just gonna go inside, pick a movie or a show to watch, and just call it a night. Yeah. What can you do? Good morning. I only have a few minutes before we start. Well, yeah. Anyways, so I got some great news. I found out from my crew because I woke up feeling sick out of it. But anyways, my crew informed me that we were taken off of 2 legs that we were supposed to work. They did a lot of cancellations. They had some things going on, the company, and they had to like cancel some flights. And so one of the flights that was canceled was our 2 segments. So what we're doing now is flying from West Palm Beach to LaGuardia, and then we were supposed to do a Fort Lauderdale, LaGuardia, Fort Lauderdale, and then Fort Lauderdale, JFK. So that would have been 3 legs altogether today. They took away those last 2 legs. So once we fly to LaGuardia, then we have a limo that's going to take us back to JFK, and we're done for the day. Scheduled time to be done is 12:45 p.m. Whereas I was supposed to finish about 8:30 tonight, I'm finishing at 12:45. So thank you God, because I woke up not feeling well, and I am off tomorrow. But it would have been my only day off in between working another 3-day that I have on Tuesday. So at least I get to rest and enjoy my Sunday in, and then tomorrow rest as well, but prepare for my 3-day because I'm definitely gonna go to work. I'm not gonna call out. So I need to, whatever is happening, to just dissipate so I can go ahead and go to work. Anyways, there's always a silver lining, so I am excited and happy for that. Yeah, I'm sick. It's not good. Anyways, yeah, so we need to hurry up. I'm gonna put my mask on. I'm gloved up and get home. Let's rest. That's it. Go home day. I made it back. I'm just letting my car warm up a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm coming down with something. And actually I'm glad that those 2 legs, the last 2 legs, did get canceled, because I can go home and just really go to sleep. I'm tired, and I feel like my body is tired because I'm getting sick. You know, that's one of the things that comes up a lot with like being a flight attendant, and then I also sub-teach in schools. Germs. Flying, you know, you're around a bunch of different people all the time. And then it's the change of weather, because I went from, it was freezing when I left, to I'm in West Palm and it was like 70 degrees. I didn't have a jacket, you know, to now go back into the cold And then when I'm teaching, kids are during me, you know? So I try to stay with my supplements and get my rest so that I can fight off whatever. But I worked a flight the other day on a different aircraft, and it was freezing on the aircraft, and I think that was the start of it all. And then, you know, add not much sleep to that, add lack of sleep to that, add changing weather, and here we are. So hopefully I can knock this out before my 3-day starts on Tuesday, and I can just snuggle up and enjoy my Sunday, because as you guys can see, it is raining and it's cold. So I'll catch up with you guys a little later. I'm gonna figure out what dinner's gonna be for tonight, because I think Thanksgiving leftovers is a dub at this point. So it's time to like move on. It's Sunday, so yeah, it's over. Leftovers is over. To figure out what to eat, I'm grab that before I go in, so that I don't have to cook, because I'm gonna have to meal prep for my 3-day tomorrow anyway. And that's all I have to say. It's date night, and Bae surprised me with tickets to the Banksy exhibit. So we are here now, walking through. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm pushing through, and it's freezing outside. We made it here just in time. It's the last showing of the day, and then we're supposed to go somewhere for dinner. But yeah, date night. Gotta love when the men plan things, and you know, you just are like, okay, so where are we going? Great. So we're just walking around. I just wanted to check in with you guys really quick, and I'll get back to y'all after we finish this exhibit.
A mí me busca tu descendencia
We are at a Marvin. This lighting is weird. I don't know what that is. Actually, looks better over here. We're at a Marvin in Midtown. It's actually a really nice ambiance in here. There's really relatively no one in the restaurant, so we caught them on a good day. This is a restaurant we've seen and been wanting to come to for a while, so it's nice that we were able to catch it today. And I guess because it's such a cold night, there's nobody really in here, so we didn't even have a reservation. We just walked in and they were able to seat us. And it's a very nice table that we have here, corner table. So hopefully the food is tasty. So far, I'm gonna give it an A on the ambiance. The ambiance is very romantic, it's very elegant. And they even offered us like first night drinks. So that was different. I didn't know they offered that. Okay, our food is here. I ordered chicken breast with it's a sweet potato underneath and sauteed mushrooms, and he got the salmon. I don't know what's underneath that, couldn't tell you. And then we have mashed potatoes to share. So, bon appetit, let's see how it is. I'm actually not even feeling him right now, because honestly, I'm glad I didn't get what he just said to me on video. Like, I'm glad I didn't record what he just said, because he really be coming at my top all the time. And it's like, sometimes I have to sit back like, you know? Like, men just be saying things where it's just like insulting, and then you'll just be like, that was definitely an insult. And they'll be like, oh no, and try to like kiss on you afterwards, and you're just like, I'm not even gonna push out onto what he just said. He just threw some heat at me. Some heat he threw. Heat is what he threw. This is the things I don't understand. Mind you, I'm trying to get a video of him on the gram. You know, just give him a little cameo shot in my shot. Of course, he don't like it. He is the most picky person when it comes to taking photos and videos that I've ever met. When I tell you, it's like, oh no, don't post that. I don't like the way I look. Bro. You would have thought it'd be me, but it's not me. It'd be him. Mad picky. Oh, don't post it. I don't like that. Oh, why are you always posting me looking crazy? Because you won't pose or just participate or cooperate in the videos or photos that I'm trying to take. So now I have to get it with a sneak tip where it's like off to the side because you won't participate. Just for you to turn around and not like that either. It's like no pleasing. But that's the cancer for you. I'm about to go on a whole tangent. Let me just enjoy the ambiance. We just had dinner. The dinner was, I'm not gonna lie, it was mid. But the ambiance was really cute in here. It's very romantic. You know, the lighting and everything is nice. Dim lighting. The decor is really nice. It's a decent size. I guess I'm saying that more so because it's no one really in there tonight. They do have a DJ, so that's nice. Like I was saying earlier, they offer hookah, which was, you know, cute. I'm not a hookah girl. I've participated here and there, but like it's not my thing. It's not my shit. But I did think that it was cute that they at least offered that because you could sit here and like have a drink, have dinner, have some hookah, catch a vibe, listen to some music. It's cute. It's really cute. It's like a date night. Girls, you want to be cute. Let's all get dressed up and go. You have dinner. Again, I wouldn't say that the food was like really exciting the way that I would have hoped it would. But on the other categories, it hit the mark on the other categories. And the music's not bad, so.
So keep drinking. What would cucumber taste like?
Good morning, everyone. I am at the airport. I'm working this weekend. And initially I was supposed to work a 3-day, but I ended up swapping out of the 3-day into a turn for today. And I have a 2-day tomorrow, which I am hoping I can also swap out of and split that into 2 turns. So then I'll just be working 3 turns this weekend. So at least I can work and then come back home, sleep in my bed. We'll see if that happens. The turn I'm working today is actually a pretty cushy trip because I'm deadheading down to Santiago, Dominican Republic, and then I work the flight back. So when you deadhead, you're technically working, but you're not operating. So there are a different set of in-flight flight attendants that are operating this flight to go down to DR, and then they turn the aircraft and they leave, and I guess they lay over in Santiago, and I bring the plane back to JFK tonight. So, that's a pretty cushy, nice trip or whatever. Those don't fall in my lap very often, to be honest. In order to even get this, I just so happen to wake up because my immune system is fighting all the things, and drop my phone. My immune system is fighting all the things with this weather, and so I woke up with 50% of my nasal cavity blocked, aka congested, and I decided that I would just check the board of where people who drop trips or where the company needs trips to be covered to see if there were any better options within my preference, and I saw this trip literally 4 a.m. And initially I was supposed to do a 3-day, in which I would have had to report at 10:59 a.m. So I was able to pick this one up because it had a slightly earlier report, which would be the only way they'd allow me to pick it up. Same day like that as if it had an earlier report than your initial report. Otherwise, it has to be done a day in advance by 12 noon the previous day in order to get something that has a later report than your initial report. I know, it may not make that much sense right now, but yeah, that's basically the rules. And so I found this one and just snagged it up because at least I can be home tonight and sleep in my bed. And then hopefully I'll find 2 turns for tomorrow, which I've already said I prefer. It's very noisy in here. But anyways, that's how my day is starting out. And I'll check in with you guys, I guess, when I get to DR. Hopefully everything goes as planned. We can go and come back. If we didn't, I packed because the wind outside is winding, and I don't really know in terms of weather with winter operations what's going to be the outcome. When you leave for a trip, you just have to make sure you're prepared. God forbid you get stuck. I don't want to get stuck for any reason, but I'm prepared nonetheless. So I'm gonna go blow my nose because now all of a sudden there's free flowing air. But all last night, clogged, low oxygen. All right. It is freezing. I'm back. It's 8:39 p.m. So that was about what time do I have to be at work? I have to be at work today at 10:30. So that was about a 10-hour day. It's freezing outside. And I don't know what's going on with my nose, but it's been burning all day. I don't know what the nasal, I don't know what's going on, but the whole time I was on the plane today and still now, it started before we left. When I had first got to the airport, I started feeling like, what is going on? And then my nose just was going back and forth from burning, then I have to blow my nose, then it gets stuffy, then it starts burning, then it starts running, then it gets stuffy. It's just a cycle. And it just got increasingly worse as the day progressed. So now I'm feeling like I really need to take some medicine. And unfortunately, I have to work again tomorrow. So I'm not going to be able to rest up because I cannot call out. I need to go to work. And as flight attendants, we're not given the same privileges of other jobs. I don't want to say regular jobs, but other jobs where they get sick time. We don't get sick time. We have a point system, and basically, like, it's called dependability points, where they give you 12 points for the year that you're allowed to call out. And it doesn't matter if you're sick or not, unless it's like COVID, then that's a separate system. But like common cold, just not feeling well, family emergency, personal emergency, they will use whatever PTO time that you racked up, and you're still gonna get a point. Which is, in my mind, still a penalty. Because even though you're allowed those points, it still adds up. And by the time you get to like 5 or 6, they start like putting you on like kind of like close watch type of thing. So nonetheless, I need to really be mindful and only use it in like extreme emergencies. And you know, holiday time is just now starting out, so I'm kind of like a little leery about using it now. Somebody just pulled up next to my car. That like never happens. Anyways, I'm a little leery about using it now, so you know, because you never know, you may need time or what have you, and I still got the rest of the year. That's the other thing. It renews every year. So every calendar year you have 12. Because they fall off after a year. So after 12 months they fall off. And then you kind of like start afresh until the next 12 months from when you put it out. I am rambling, and it's been 4 minutes now that I've just been sitting here, but I'm trying to let my car warm up, and I'm also like in a state of shock because of all this cold. But let me get out of here because I gotta be back here early in the morning, 7 a.m. report, and it's less than 12 hours away. So yay me. Good morning. Wasn't able to get rid of this today, and I'm feeling really under the weather. Not sure if you guys can hear me. Whatever it is progressing. I took some medicine last night, but we move, and I'm gonna push through today. Yeah, I have a lot of work at the end of this month, so can't be missing work right now. Hoping that, being that I only have one leg today, and it's still a 2-day, I wasn't able to split it up to 2 turns, so it's a 2-day, flying from New York to LaGuardia. We're flying from LaGuardia to Tampa, so we had an early limo this morning that brought us from JFK to LaGuardia, and now we're going to LaGuardia, Tampa. Just one leg today, layover. So we're there all day, and then 3 legs tomorrow. I'm just gonna push through, and I'll check in with you guys later. Okay, so we just got to our hotel. This hotel I've never been at before. I never stayed here, but I think it's one of our newer ones for longer stays in Tampa. And it's nice. Everything looks modern. It looks very clean. I don't really have much of a view, but I don't care about that. I'm here for work, obviously, but it's still a nice view nonetheless. Yeah, this is the room. And, you know, it's a decent sized room. And this is the bathroom. And wow. Wait, are my eyes deceiving me? No. This shower is huge. What a huge shower. Like, it's not even doing it any justice on screen right now, but this shower is really, really big. Yeah. It's nice. Nice room. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do today because I'm feeling a little sicky sick. And I'm actually still kind of drowsy. I took my supplement during the flight, my liquid supplement. And, you know, it's supposed to boost my immune system. I've talked about this before. Boost my immune system. It's a natural caffeine, a mood booster, and metabolism booster. Anyways, so I do feel a little bit more awake, but at the same time sluggish, if that makes sense. But I feel like that's because I took NyQuil last night because I was really not well. My nose was burning all day and I was sneezing all day and it was runny and it was stuffy. It was just a lot. So I had to take some NyQuil last night. And then I feel like normally, like, whenever I have to take NyQuil or even like Benadryl does this to me, it just makes you like overly drowsy. So you get the best sleep, you know, but then if you have to get up early or you just don't take the medicine early enough so you have enough time for it to really like thaw out, you end up waking up feeling groggy. So I think I didn't wake up initially so drowsy because I had a little bit of anxiety because I was kind of bummed that I wasn't able to find 2 turns to break this 2-day up. And I got so close to getting them, but I wasn't approved for them because I didn't have enough rest legally, like rules wise. So, you know, just so you guys are aware, there's this thing where you have to have enough rest in between your flights. So because my trip yesterday got back at 7:30, yeah, I think we got back at 7:30. There was a trip that I could have picked up today with a report of 6:40, which would have been fine. But then tomorrow, the only option of a turn that was available for me to pick up would have been a 5 a.m. report. And then that trip that I would have taken for today, I wouldn't have gotten back until like 6:30 tonight. So that would have been like a 12-hour day. But it just, no, it was 6:30. Yeah, I think it was 6:30. Anywho, they wouldn't approve it, so sucks, but I wasn't able to swap out of the 2-day, so I'm here for the whole day in Tampa. And another reason why I didn't really care to, because normally I feel like a 2-day trip doesn't bother me because it's just one night away and I can like push through even if I'm not feeling the most comfortable in the hotel. I can usually like push through one night, because if I'm gonna lay over, then that would be the top of my list, a 2-day, one night. But because I'm not feeling well, I just really wanted to like work and then just go home, sleep in my bed, take some more medicine, you know, be comfortable, and then come back. And then I would have worked a shorter day tomorrow and been done a lot earlier tomorrow instead of working a short day today and then laying over, having the whole day here, and then going home tomorrow and not getting done tomorrow until nighttime because I have 3 legs tomorrow. So it's not horrible. I don't feel that great either, but I'm gonna try to make the most of this day because it's only about almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've never been to this hotel. So like I said, it'd be nice to just walk around and see some things. But we'll see what I decide to do. I'm gonna see how I feel, shower, eat, and go from there. I think it's not exactly warm enough to be at the pool, but maybe if they have like a jacuzzi or something like that, I could like do that, or just sit outside and just enjoy the warmth, because it's freezing up north. So we'll see how I feel. Good morning. I have a lot to say and I don't have a lot of time to say it. Yesterday I didn't end up really doing much. I was feeling under the weather and it just got increasingly worse. So all I did was, because it was a nice day and I had all day in Tampa, I just stayed on the grounds of the hotel and it was right off the beach. So I went to the pool and sat outside just to enjoy the warm air and walked around like the beach. That was it. Then I went upstairs and like took medicine and went to bed. Now I'm up. I feel worse than I felt yesterday, but I've been taking meds. We had a flight this morning. We were supposed to fly from Tampa to Fort Lauderdale. We're just now getting to Fort Lauderdale after leaving initially, and then there being bad weather here, the towers shut down, and then we were told that we had to hold in the air until the towers came back on because they had lost power due to the bad weather. But then, as a result of that, we didn't have enough fuel. So the captain told us this and said that we needed to now fly back to Tampa because we were gonna divert to Miami instead, but we weren't allowed to. They told us to go back to Tampa, so we went back to Tampa, refueled, did the whole thing again. Just now getting to Fort Lauderdale, and now we have to fly from Fort Lauderdale to Cartagena, Colombia, and then Cartagena, Colombia to New York. So I have 2 more legs left after already doing 2. I was only supposed to do 3. So here we go. That's all I have to say so far. It's been a lovely day. Yeah, living a dream, can't complain. Just trying to push through all the nasalness and all the congestion and mucus and sinus pressure and delays. It's gonna be great. Okay, we made it to Cartagena. I'm getting worse and worse by the day with this cold or whatever the heck is going on with me. But anyways, we made it to Cartagena. It's a little hazy outside. I've actually never been to Cartagena. I've been to Bogota before, but not Cartagena. I can't really see nothing, so there's nothing really to show. But we have 4 hours and 15-minute flight back to JFK, and I just hope that it goes quickly. Fun fact, it snowed in New York yesterday, so there's snow. So I'm gonna go home to trying to shovel out my car, and I'm gonna go home to dig out my car in the parking lot and then drive home. Hopefully there's not too much snow all over my car. Hopefully it's like melted away. I don't even know. I think it was like just as cold today, so in that case I'm hoping it's nice. But either way, I'm ready to go home. I need to take some meds and get into bed and sleep.
Federal Circle for hotel shuttles and rental cars. Leverage Boulevard and Howard Beach for long-term parking with connections to the A train. Ride out customers.